Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island All-Stars. Not quite sure what episodes these are, but before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. Why are my notes not loading? Here we go. Episode 27 and 28. Okay, so I wasn't here yesterday. I only had like 3 bullet points, so I didn't see the point in doing a video. It completely went over my head because I wasn't watching the Valentine's portion of it very intently. But Callum told Tom to pick the dog stuffed animal because, what's her name? Molly really misses her dog. Then in the next episode, you see this girl carrying this stuffed animal everywhere. And I know it's not that big of a deal, but it just makes me think and then in this episode too, you have Callum telling Molly, hey, Tom needs words of affirmation. I think you need to go and really reassure him verbally that you're locked in, you're whatever. Oh, maybe let's not use locked in, job. All these things. And I'm just like, Tom and Molly really have Callum to thank for these last few days, this last 24 hours. Cause he's really like pushing things forward for them. And it makes me think like, well, damn, Callum, like, were you doing these things in your relationship? Because Molly did say she's never had gestures done like this before for her. And is he now thinking, you know what, maybe I wasn't the best guy, but if I could help Tom do the things that I couldn't do, I will. I don't know. But it was interesting. Yeah, I saw on TikTok a lot of people were wishing that Molly knew it was Callum who did the whole dog thing, but it is what it is, pish posh. Georgia, who allegedly does not care what people think about her relationship, is now talking to Josh because she cares what people think about her relationship. So she's upset at the fact that he walked away from the scenario and he didn't I don't know. I don't know why she wanted him to stay at the fire pit when he already told her to her face what he thought about their relationship. So trying to draw him out in public doesn't make sense. It does seem immature. I love Sophie just constantly defending Josh, especially in situations where it makes sense. She's not being one of them Delulu girls being like, oh, my man, no matter what. I actually do side with Josh. Majority of us in the public do side with Josh. And she's like, no, he's right in this situation and I'm going to back him 100%. Love it. The conclusion of this conversation with Georgia and Josh is that she decides to end their 10-year friendship. Now, I don't know how deep this friendship was. I think they are people who've known each other for 10 years. And also with Georgia, if you want yes people all the time in your life, those aren't real friendships. Your friends genuinely do challenge you. Not all the time, but they're going to be honest with you. They're going to tell you they're going to tell you how they feel. If you ask for their opinion, they're not going to just lie to you for the sake of making you feel good. And if you feel like your friends must support you no matter what, never criticize, never challenge, you need to challenge your own opinions of what real friendship looks like, if you ask me. So anyways, they get to hear from the outside. I have a long paragraph. I really don't feel like reading it all. The point of the matter is some people have told the people in the villa that we, the public, the majority of us at least, would like to see Molly and Callum back together. Not because there's been any kind of, whispers or secret rendezvous going on. It's just the public shipping their relationship again, right? Oh, the exclusive thing happened before. Okay, pause. Georgia talked to her friend, somebody, and they're confused on what the definition of exclusive is. So she's talking to Toby, and she's like, so are we together or what's the deal?
You still need to meet the families.
Yeah,
that's
true.
That's a big part of your life as well.
Massive.
So
what even is exclusive?
What even is exclusive?
Tobes, I was like, I haven't got a clue. What should I say?
We're just locked in.
Guys, the cackle I let out when this man said, means we're locked in. Oof. This girl was waiting for him to say, it means you're my girlfriend. But apparently Toby thinks that the only way they could be girlfriend and boyfriend is if he meets the family and does all those things. Y'all let me know what your stance is on that. Me personally, I don't think so. I think you can gauge but I don't even think, see, what I was about to say was, I think you can gauge the longevity of a relationship when you meet the family, but I don't even fully believe in that. I don't think so. I think a relationship can be very fruitful in spite of a family. So yeah, I don't know. I call BS on that, Toby. Guys, please jog my memory. When did he become official with Chloe? Was it in the villa or outside the villa? Back to the whole Callum and Molly should be together thing. Everybody knows that this happened, it seems, besides Tom. So Arabella and Georgia take it upon themselves to let Tom know, knowing, this is important, knowing that Molly herself hasn't told Tom.
Obviously, I feel like certain things were said.
About what specific then?
Like, obviously, the Molly and Callum situation.
The public are, for some reason...
Backing Callum and Molly getting back together.
Liv didn't say it.
That's wank.
It's not, Tom. Don't start being like, it's not at all, because I know. I even sat Molly
But
down
I'm not
here.
afraid if it's coming up in three.
No.
It's not nice to hear Arabella, do you know what I mean?
You guys know what you have. We all know what you have.
We all know
I
what
know
you
what you have.
No, but it's coming from three different
No,
people.
but it was
That's
quite-
a best friend saying that, you know.
So have a conversation. She's coming out now. Have a conversation with Molly.
Do I think Molly should have told Tom? I think so. To her, it was so irrelevant, so there wasn't a point of bringing it up. But I think because it was so irrelevant, and even you were taken aback by hearing it, you should have just said something just to squash it before it becomes a thing, because now it's become a thing. And I found it so funny how Georgia and Arabella are now trying to convince Tom, oh, Tom, it's not even that big of a deal. Why are you, no, don't make it something that it's not. Why did y'all bring it up then if it wasn't a big deal? You should have just shut your mouth and kept it pushing if it really wasn't that big of a deal. You brought information to him that you had to have known would ping his heart just a little bit, and he would be hurt by it to some degree. Not hurt to the point of lashing out, but like, oh, damn, what does that mean? And now you're trying to convince him, oh, no, you shouldn't even be hurt. So why'd you tell him? Molly wants to talk to Arabella to figure out, okay, so, like, why would you do that? Because you're supposed to be my friend. And Arabella's like, oh, no, you're not going to put this on me.
I told him.
But why didn't you just speak to me first?
Oh, don't start this. It's not a big deal.
I wish I would have just been able to tell him rather than...
But, babe, you should have just told him then. I'm not falling out.
No, I know, I'm not falling out with you, but I wish you would have said to me, well, Mol, I think you should have told him. Why would it's unnecessary to upset someone? So, I mean,
Okay,
the reason I
don't make me
didn't...
feel bad about this
No,
conversation.
but I'm entitled to an opinion that I've come out and there's 4 of you all sat around him. He's obviously going to feel like shit.
Molly, hear me out. Tom is not annoyed. He just doesn't want to feel mugged off, and he obviously, from his point of view...
The reason I didn't tell him is because it's irrelevant information. So why would I tell him?
I didn't know at that point you hadn't spoken to him about it.
Dragged him and told him.
It's just unfair, man. It's fucking unfair. I'm not pulling out my best friend in here.
Add this to the list of reasons why I don't like Arabella. I really don't. She's here like, no, don't make me feel bad about this. But you went and you told Tom something that would make him feel bad. Like the double standards with Arabella, I don't understand. She frustrates me to the core. And then she says to Molly, oh, I didn't even know that you didn't tell him. Yet in the morning debrief, she said explicitly she went to tell Tom because she knew Molly didn't say anything, and she felt that on behalf of her best friend, it was best that she go and tell Tom. Arabella, girl, please. Girl, bye. So Molly's whole thing is, I wish you would have told me that even though it is an insignificant thing, bring it up to Tom just so he's in the know, because now it looks muggy that everybody else is circling this thing and I didn't tell him. And I agree. If you thought it was so important for Tom to know, as her best friend, you should have told Molly, hey girl, maybe y'all need to have that conversation. So anyways, Josh wants to talk to Georgia again because the last conversation he wasn't able to get a word in. And since she heard word from the outside, the friend feels like Josh disappointed her. The friend was disappointed by Josh and how he handled Georgia. Yeah.
I think it's hard for anyone to understand what your intentions are with the things that you're saying.
If you're so comfortable in your relationship, my opinion should not matter to you.
So our relationship isn't even that fucking bad. And your opinion's bollocks,
Can I finish this speaking? I'd be a bad friend lying to you. That's what I'd be. But no, because I'm being honest, I'm being a bad friend.
No, you're
So
being a bad friend
realistically,
saying
I
everyone's
can't-
talking about
exactly,
me,
you
but you
butted in
can't
again.
tell me. Olivia didn't mention that 70% of the villa, when we had our conversation, that had been slating me, because you'd think she'd bring that up if she'd seen that.
I felt like since they dissolved things, what's the point of us bringing this thing back up? Josh did pull her, so fine. But put it to rest. It's a dead conversation. Georgia does not want to listen. I think it's going to take her maybe watching the season back to realize, okay, sure, Josh maybe was exaggerating how much their relationship is circling around, but it has been circling. People have been talking. And even Georgia herself and Anton have acknowledged, there's a few kinks in our relationship that do need to be ironed out, and maybe we're not on the level as everybody else. Like, come on, girl, be for real. But anyways, Georgia doesn't want to listen, so fine, let her be stubborn. It is what it is. Callum and Molly want to clear the air, and this, I know they're trying to convince us that it's dead between them, but this was kind of cute.
Like, there's no substance to it. Like,
No.
I could understand if we was like pulling each other for chats.
Yeah.
And we've actually got a friendship now
Yeah.
because on the outside we didn't have that.
We wouldn't have had that, no.
He looks like he makes you a lot happier. No, not that. I mean, like, he looks like he makes you really happy, and I'm just, yeah. What do we do as friends?
If
Shake
we
hands.
hug, would that be weird? Should we shake hands?
I mean, we can
Is that
shake-
going to be read into too much? Should we just do that?
Great.
Okay, so that would be
Yeah.
a great chat. Glad we cleared that up.
I am.
In a weird way, them rooting for each other just made me think like, oh, don't y'all see the vision? Like, when it's good, it's good. And I just don't see this kind of synergy between Callum and Jess or Tom and Molly. I just don't. I want it for y'all. We'll let it go because y'all want us to let it go, but damn. So the Georges are talking, right? And again, Georgia Steele is wondering what is exclusive. Here is when Anton drops a bomb. Now, we don't know if it's a real bomb, but it's a bomb nonetheless.
I still don't really understand what locked off is. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm locked off. I don't know about you, but I'm locked off.
Babe, are we locked off?
What?
Are we locked off?
I'm locked off.
She thinks locked off's above exclusive.
Well, do you want to be my girlfriend?
Don't you think that that's a conversation we should have at a different time?
See, this is the energy I need. This is the energy I need.
I am your girlfriend.
Oh, wow. Bold statement.
I could not keep myself from laughing because Anton is making a joke, but he's like kind of being serious, but he doesn't realize the conversation that's happening at the same time. Georgia Steele is like, I want this kind of energy. I want somebody who's about me, whatever. And so Georgia H is making a joke, but then Anton proves, oh, so the men do know how to be intentional about you. The men do know how to add energy. Add energy? I meant add pressure. All of it, pressure and energy. It's just not Toby. Toby's just not adding the pressure. And to add insult to injury, they don't even have half the history that Toby and Georgia Steele have. Yeah, I'd feel away too. I would feel away too. So moving on to the morning debrief. Jess says that she doesn't want to look like a mug with Callum, but Callum claims that they're good. Like, he's not, he does not want to rekindle things with Molly. As of today, Arabella is now admitting that she knew that Molly didn't tell Tom about the outside. Tom feels like Molly has proven herself to be trustworthy, so he's not bothered by the situation. Josh is tired of the back and forth with Georgia, and Georgia feels like they are done as friends for good. So now Tom wants to talk to Callum just to make sure it's done for real, for real.
There's no like feelings like that there anymore.
For me, that's, and for Molly as well, it's like, it's fully done, there's nothing else. I feel like just because we're friends, people are thinking like, oh yeah, fairy tale, like, they'll get back together, whatever, but that's not the case at all.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it is a bit weird that we're mates, but it's not.
I know what you mean.
Interestingly enough, for me, as the villa is concerned, I do think that it's done. I think the outside is going to be the true test, right? Because they weren't interacting with each other because they were at odds on the outside. In here, they've been able to build back their friendship, right? So on the outside, their families know each other. They share a dog. I'm sure they roam around in similar circles. Didn't they live across the street? Not across the street, but in the same vicinity of each other? I think the outside is going to really prove whether things are done for good. just because there's just so much crossover in each other's lives. If they can maintain this genuine friendship, no boundary crossing, nothing like that, then yeah, I would see it for them. I know I'm not alone when I say this, but I can admit, fine, Callum and Molly are not going to be together. But I truly don't believe that Jess and Tom are going to be with these people long term. I just don't. Like I told you guys earlier, it's something about Tom I cannot fully buy into. And it's not that I don't buy Jess. I just don't buy Callum's seriousness for Jess. I don't think he would be with her long term. I do think that they work in the villa. I think both these relationships are villa relationships. If it works on the outside, great, fantastic. I just don't think it will. Adam and Arabella get to go to the hideaway. She finally gets to play fight with, what's his name? Wrestler name? Flex?
Whoa. The big Flex. Whoa.
Big Flex is going to the hideaway and Arabella is going to have the sight and then the night of her life.
I would spin you and throw you and you'd land on the bed. Oh yeah, that's another one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have... girl, if you like it, I love it. Moving on. The newest couple, well, the newest official couple. Maybe. We don't know. Still a joke. Was it a joke? There really was no clarity on if they really are boyfriend and girlfriend now. But anyways, they're fighting. We all saw this coming.
So loud.
That isn't even me this time, man. Fuck off there. When are you going to fucking kiss someone else?
We're done. We're done kissing now. You can be judgmental without realising.
Me? You think that?
If you think you don't say things that are offensive, then you're on another level, babe. You're living on a different planet.
Go on, rejoin the fucking group then.
Come with me,
no,
come on.
No, go on, rejoin the group. I'm fine.
You feel sleep consideration.
I've tried to be there for you tonight. I haven't done anything to you.
Georgia said that Anton is judgmental. I wasn't really hearing what she said, but I think she said judgmental. And so they're now having this tiff, this back and forth. Anton is standing his ground like, you can go back to the group. I'm not coming with you. I'm like, oh, ooh, what's going on? It sounds to me like Georgia does have issues with Anton that she has just chosen not to address, especially in recent times because of all the chatter of them not working out. So I wonder, what else is she not addressing, right? And then in bed, Anton said he's tired of not having his feelings be considered. So clearly he's holding his tongue too. Y'all, this is not going to work. It's already not going to work because of how things started. But you mean to tell me, even now that you are exclusive and maybe in a relationship, you cannot be honest with each other. You can't have honest conversation. You're actively holding your tongue over things that I feel like you shouldn't hold your tongue. It sounds like Josh was right. Apologies for Josh, please. I would like one. In the next episode, apparently all the ex-Islanders are coming back. What I'm assuming is they're going to do the same thing as Love Island Games where... Oh, wait, nope, I lied. That's not how that happened. So maybe the winner of All Stars is just going to be a vote from everybody else. And then the way the public would get involved is like a public fave vote after the fact. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. But anyways, we'll be here. We'll be here on Sunday. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.